Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Bucket List Podcast, produced by the Bucket Brigade. My name is Angel. That was in English. I'm with my co-host Wyatt and Theo. Wyatt,
Hi, I'm Theo.
Wyatt, how are you doing today?
Good man. It's been like a week since I've seen all of y'all, and that's kind of weird for me. Usually, I'll see y'all throughout the week or text y'all, and it's just been a very non-Bucket Brigade week where like I don't text y'all, and it bothers me. So I'm just glad to see everyone and hear everyone's voice. I've missed y'all.
We'll have to sing sweet nothings to you.
I hope so. That's gonna get me through the week. I'm actually wanting to get into pleasantries just to see how everyone's week was.
Before we get into pleasantries, don't forget
Damn.
if you want to join us,
Oh yeah.
Rain, non-sponsored, sponsored.
The crack you heard at the beginning of the episode was a rainstorm clean energy guava strawberry.
I have a rain. I have a regular rain. Rainbow sherbet.
What'd you
Ooh,
call
that's a
it?
good sherbet.
Sherbet.
I
It's
thought it was pronounced sorbet.
Sherbet.
it's sherbet.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
Actually, a sign.
Fair
um,
enough.
Shamamale.
Go ahead, Theo. Go with the pleasantries.
How was your week, Theo?
My week was like any other week, except it was my week. Not a lot of people got to experience the week that I experienced because they weren't me,
Mm-hmm.
and that was pretty cool. Um, did a lot of thinking throughout the week, Monday
Just in
through
general?
Friday,
Yep.
doing a lot of work and stuff.
I regret asking this question now.
Um, I like if I wasn't at work, I was sleeping, and then if I wasn't sleeping or at work, I was probably watching a movie.
Or
I
some
played some games.
anime.
So anyway, yeah, that's my week. Angel, let me push it over to you, my guy.
Angel, I
Uh,
fucking swear if you copy that formula, I'll kill you.
what are you talking about?
Do
You
it.
just do it.
No. I just worked a lot. I think I have over 120 hours on my paycheck these past 2 weeks. Just a lot of
That'd be very.
working. Uh,
I'd say it, man. I'd be a gold digger.
I 120 hours. I feel like this past 2 weeks, just been a lot of working. Of course, the wife's out of town, so I'm just like, I guess I'll pick up some extra hours. Um, yeah, not a whole lot. Just been watching a lot of anime. A lot of anime. I feel like I'm kind of.
Honestly, same here.
I feel like I'm kind of like tapped for right now when it comes to anime.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of finished. I didn't kind of finish. I finished like 3 like series.
I did not.
This week alone, I think.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, and
Uh,
that kind of goes along with our topic this week a little bit, huh?
oh,
But before we get into that,
song of the
song of
week.
the week, Joe. Yeah,
Song of the week.
you
The
knew.
week, song of the week.
Song of
That's
the
right.
week.
You guys are gonna hate
Not
me.
like, why would I?
I already do. So like, what's new?
You guys are gonna hate me. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
this is just my personal experience. I guess the way I interpreted this song. Well, actually, first Theo, go first.
Damn.
Go first. Go first.
All right. So
Go
I
first before I
too,
commit.
in my personal experience, this song. Wyatt, you go first.
I fucking hate both of you, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all are terrible. Um,
I do have it
fuck.
ready. Like I'm loaded and ready to go.
I'm
Who the hell
loaded and
just
ready to go too.
Um,
He's the
who
one
the
that's
hell
not.
just?
We push it over to him.
Yeah, for real. I am literally the only person who doesn't have one because I've been busy all week. So somebody else take it.
All
I'm gonna
right,
throw it back to Theo. Actually, no, you wait your turn,
Theo.
Angel.
Yeah.
What's the song of the week?
All right. My song of the week is "Nail to Tooth" by Paleface Swiss. It is aggressive. It's in your face. It feels like you're taking a shit while trying to eat Skittles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And any thoughts?
Do you have them often?
You have them often?
Yeah. Well, every
Yeah.
time I shit, actually, I have Skittles in the bathroom.
That is a wild accusation to be throwing out there. Like,
Well,
sweet God, man. What the hell?
just a handful of Skittles. I try my best to like pick out the green ones.
Quite literally covered in shit.
What the fuck
Well,
are
you
you
know.
guys talking about?
Anyway,
I'm
so
talking
you're
about
listening.
like the shit particles when you flush, dude. And if you just have a bag of Skittles in there, they're getting covered with the particles, man. Like it's absolutely happening. All right,
Well, they do smell weird now, but it's fine. It's not a big deal.
like shit actually.
um,
Yeah, go listen to it.
why? It sounded like you wanted to say what your song of the week was.
I hate you.
It
Do
is.
you not have one?
No, I do. I just
Okay. You just
my
like
my song of the week. I have just consistently gone back to it. I have made comments about this song to Wyatt.
And not me.
I don't know. I haven't. I haven't like sent you anything recently. I think we've all just been kind of like MIA this past week.
agreed.
So, but I'm gonna do "Bad Chem" by Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh my god. Let me tell you.
This song, this
Go
song
ahead,
made
go
me.
ahead.
This song made me feel like a whore, but just like a good whore.
Or-
A good whore. Like, listen, don't judge me. All right. I like the song. I like just like how it made me feel. Also didn't like how it made me feel. I don't like being a whore, but felt like a whore for some odd reason.
No
um,
idea what song you're talking about, but you texted me. I
it,
have two things to tell you. One, I listened to the Sabrina Carpenter song, and I feel like a whore. I also got to talk to you, and I'm like, that's not just two things, and I don't know what the second thing is in this. And you're like, and I was like, is the second thing you need to talk to me? You're like, no, Sabrina Carpenter was both, and I went,
Yeah.
okay.
no,
I,
because
I, I
there was two statements about
yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter. I made a statement about the song, and then I also made another statement. Um, and that's why I was like, "That's two things." Even though it's the same topic, it's two
Yeah.
things. It's
And that's
like
what
two
threw me off.
sub. It's two subtopics. Anyways, um, yeah, I just really kind of like it. It's nice. It's, yeah,
Solid.
and also
like-
Bedchem. Ooh, I love that. I love that theme. I never thought of like that until like I guess like just recently. Like how you can
Yeah.
have like romantic chemistry, and then there's fucking chemistry.
I believe that.
Whoa.
Like they're two separate categories. Like I never thought of that. And I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. And I started going back in life, started thinking about everything.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
so this song really was like, oh shit, it really made me look at my life a little bit.
That's
I
fair.
like that.
That's valid. I like that too. Mine is gonna be "Rebuild" by Galen Lee Tressler. Tressler? Yeah. It's just a orchestral song. The way I would describe this song is you're just on horseback. You're not in a hurry to get anywhere. You're just
I am.
traveling. Oh, okay. Theo is. But you're not in a hurry. You're just exploring. You're an adventurer on a trip. And like it's kind of how I would imagine if there was like a pan over shot while you're traveling like through the trees, over the mountains, and just like nothing bad happens. It's just a song that makes you feel adventurous. It is a song that makes you feel calm. And it is just it just hits that back part of my brain that makes me wish I was born in the Middle Ages, even though I probably wouldn't make it past the age of 13. Mainly because of famine, disease,
Oh, well.
sepsis.
There's a lot of
Stubbing
lot
my
of shit
toe
like
on a
that.
brick and then losing my foot, just shit like that, man. Yeah,
Did you
but
know
it just no.
they would,
I did.
when you used to have a headache back in the day, they would drill in your skull thinking that it would release the demons that was causing you a headache.
God,
Crazy how most of
I
them
bet
died.
that felt great. I bet like as soon as they got popped that hole, the pressure of the brain, and they're like, ah. Wow, that is, and then they have an aneurysm and they just die on the table, and they're like, "Damn it, the demons got to him." And they're like, "No, you just drilled a hole in the guy's head while he was awake too. Like you didn't
No,
do
no.
anything to numb the pain. This man was going insane in pain. No, it was the demons.
It
All
was
right,
just
man.
nothing but
Yeah,
the
sure, whatever.
demons.
All right, I'm not coming to you if I ever have an infection."
Uh, Speaking of which, let's try to get on over to our topic because we're just
Ah,
we're building a rabbit hole right now.
all right, all right. But really quick, my runner-up for like songs of the week, we're just gonna be like any song from Warframe, to be honest. Because for some reason, when those DLCs dropped, like the Cold Below and We All Lived Together, those songs go so hard for a game you don't have to pay for.
I
Like,
I think my
go ahead.
two runner-up songs would be "Keep Up" by Oti Tari and "Detachment" by Psasinski.
Uh huh.
Uh, those songs just really just hit different in the gym, and that's kind of was my go-to during my gym time. Uh,
All right. I
Theo,
think that wraps it up.
Theo, first off, do you have any runner-ups?
That's also true.
Let's go with Little Dark Age by MGMT.
Wow.
Didn't see that coming.
I don't know what it is, Theo, but every single time you suggest a song, it's always some song that has just a long title that I just never expect.
Yeah, it's just a lot longer than anyone's ready for. It's like, oh, say that again. Hold on. I only got like the
Bad.
first letter.
Speaking of which, we're gonna move on over to today's topic, and today's topic is favorite anime.
So how do we want to do this? Top 3, top 5, or like genreize this, or like what's going on?
I say we do all time and then current.
I can dig that.
Is that fair? Is that fair for everyone?
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. I get that. I understand the rules.
I will go first, right? My favorite all-time anime is I'm probably gonna do 1, 2, and 3. All-time favorite anime is Fooly Cooly, only 6 episodes long, first season. I'm not talking about the new ones that have released at all. I'm talking very original Fooly Cooly. It's great. It's wonderful. Makes you feel like a kid, and you can't put too much question into it. You just have to sit back and just enjoy the ride, and I just genuinely enjoyed that. Second one, Dragon Ball Z. Love Dragon Ball Z. I think I love it because my brother loves it, and I think we kind of just grew up when it came to just Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
What was your favorite arc, though?
My favorite arc?
Yeah.
I would want to say the Super Buu arc. Not Majin Buu, Super Buu.
Yep.
I think that was genuinely my favorite arc. But with the newer ones that are like the newer arcs that are coming out and stuff, I think no, I don't think any of the newer arcs can top the Buu Saga one. Super Buu. My third favorite anime is Your Lie in April.
Ooh, good choice.
Never have seen it, but every time it's brought up though, I only hear good things.
I really love Your Lie in April. I've never been an orchestra type of person. I never listened to orchestra. But listening to listening to the music in there just really tugged on your heartstrings more than like one time. And you could
At
definitely,
least twice.
yeah, and you could definitely feel the emotion the characters are putting into it a lot compared to some other anime. Um,
Okay.
Current favorite ones right now, um, the Ocean, I don't know, newbie adventure, trained to death by the most powerful party and became invincible. Uh,
Nice.
I think this is a really funny anime for some odd reason. The dude's just overpowered and thinks he's just a wimp. Um, Same thing with I parry everything. This man didn't learn a single skill when going to the trade schools of like tank, sword, archer, healing, magic. He learned one single skill, and they weren't skills that he could use to become an adventurer. So he just trained those skills consistently and ended up becoming just a straight badass. And
Hey, man.
See that one? Not like watch it, but I did see a lot
it's
on it. It's definitely on my list.
I parry everything is really funny. The Ocean Adventure is also really funny. This one isn't as funny, but I did really appreciate the dynamic between the characters in this one. And this was Isla sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Um, I just genuinely enjoyed it. It was really comedic. I enjoyed it. There's a little bit of incest in there, which is gross, but
This
the,
is
cover?
Boku no Pico.
this
This is like Sword Art Online.
the sister and the brother just have such a funny dynamic outside of her trying to like get with him. And I'm not
So
sure
it's like of Solo Leveling.
I'm not sure if it's like serious or not serious. You know, like it every single time it's come across, it always feels like it's been joking. But I don't know. That could have just been my like interpretation of it.
Fair enough.
But those are my top 3 right now, and my top 3 for like
All
current.
time.
Yeah. Top,
Okay.
we can get into like other anime after you guys kind of share your pieces.
Really quick. What's your favorite animated movie?
Oh, dude, Summer Wars.
Never seen it.
If you've never seen Summer Wars, I would recommend like just giving it a chance. It's about how the current day and age of like everything's pretty much online, and like something happened, like a virus happened to where something really bad was about to happen, and oh man,
I was about to say, I Googled it and I was like, ooh, this looks like older animation.
yeah, and
It was
it's great.
2009.
It's wonderful. I think like a care package was supposed to like land on like somebody's house, and the only way to stop it was through like online, and it was just really great. I loved it. All the characters were great, and it's just it was just a good time. Good time. Good time. I love that movie. I don't really get into a lot of animated movies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Same here.
but
Only recently.
if I did get into an anime movie, it would be that. Oh, runner up, definitely the Demon Slayer movies. Even though
like Mugen Train.
yeah, even though they're just kind of they're kind of part of the series, the season still, blah blah blah, weird stuff. But I think
I liked how they did it, where it's still like part of the series and it was pushing along the plot instead of like how One Piece and I could be completely wrong for this, by the way. But like how One Piece and Naruto did it, where like they would do their movies and it was just like, oh, they also did this, by the way, next to everything that they were when they were Team 7 or whatever.
I'd say they're like Dragon Ball movies, though.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, you forgot about them, didn't you, Angel?
My
Great.
favorite Dragon. I'm not even gonna
I'm
cap.
surprised you didn't say it.
I'm not even gonna cap. One of my favorite Dragon Ball movies is the Second Coming of Broly. Where
No, dude.
that's just my personal favorite version. I know it's like a lot of people give it shit for what it is, but I think that's my favorite. My favorite song from a Dragon Ball movie is it's I think it's Hero.
Yeah,
And it's
that's up there.
Hero, baby.
and it's part of the Battle of Gods movie. It's
Very
my
nice.
favorite song, favorite movie is the Broly movie, and or I guess the Broly series, other than Bio Broly.
I was gonna say, Bio Broly was obviously the best out of the three.
I was about to say, bro, there ain't no way.
That movie is disgustingly wrong.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite out of all the movies that have kind of came out, because I always feel like I'm going back to watch that movie.
Yeah,
I don't catch myself going back to watch any of the other ones. Well, in BoJack, Broly and BoJack, I feel like are the two that I consistently go back to. All right, that's enough about me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Somebody else fucking take over.
Angel's been really picking up like a lot of the talking in like the podcast, which isn't bad. But it's consistent that it's always about Dragon Ball Z.
It's just because Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is coming out. I'm just so excited.
I know. You keep hitting up the chat about it, and I'm just like, all right, I know.
And everybody I know is excited for it. I just bought Turner Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero.
Oh, that's fucking nuts.
Because he couldn't buy it at the time, so I was like, oh, dude, I got you.
That's fair.
I dabbed him up.
I can still buy it.
I asked him, I was like, out of everybody, I want a detailed list. Where do I fall? And he told me, and I was just like, I accept that answer. And so I bought him the game. And I was like, and I told him, I was like, if I was any lower, I wouldn't have bought you shit.
So I'm not gonna press that.
I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell you guys.
Yeah, that's valid. Theo, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take the reins here for a second.
take the monster rainstorm
Alright.
guava edition.
Ooh, take the raid shadow. No, I'm kidding.
Take this monster, right? I wish I had the game on my phone. It's just so I could just
right. Oh my god, that'd actually be a pretty fun bit. And it's like this is the only reason why I have the game. I've actually done nothing.
I've done nothing.
Top 3 anime of all time. I don't know what I would say for number 1 for me. It's probably gonna be the Elden Ring one when it comes out. I hope it's good.
Is it actually coming out? Is that like official?
Yeah. Yes, it's been announced and it's official. I don't think there's like a timeline on when it comes out. Obviously, fuck. It's not like 1, 2, and 3 are very linear to me. Like they're just very good animes that I like watching and will rewatch. And number 1 for me, it's gonna be My Hero Academia. Obviously, I have a fucking poster of it, wrong hand, behind me. Most of it's covered up by my bookshelf now, but on the bookshelf, it's a lot of My Hero figurines, pop figures. Go ahead.
Funny that you say that, because also behind me, right there is Fooly Cooly, and then up there is Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And is Goku eating ramen?
You don't have all of them, but I think you have a couple of my pop figures.
I have, I think maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping them.
Because it was on. No, that's not how that works. I'm also taking my bookshelf someday. I don't know when.
You'll never see that bookshelf again.
Son of a.
You will never see anything that you have given me.
I believe that too, and that's sad. Because I really want some of that shit. But yeah, like my 2 pop figures, I have fucking All Might in his weakened state when he's fighting All for One. and I also have that figure at work. It sits on my windowsill, and it's literally him on the gravel with only his buff arm. Apparently, there's a set, and I can get it, and it pairs with All for One as well. And I'm like, fuck, I really want that one too now. But it just like I know it gets a lot of hate because of the fans.
Because the fans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the fans aren't like the funnest people to be around. I've heard that a lot of the like it's just bad experiences all around. I try not to be that. I try to be very understanding. I think it's a lot of it is like they're constantly trying to ship people, and most of the people are like, yeah, these are high school students. Like, why are you trying to ship people that are underage with people that are of age? But regardless, I love the anime because it's just a honestly it filled that gap of like superhero movies while the drought for like Avengers was going on between like movies like that. It was my go-to. Secondly, my second all-time is probably gonna be Hunter x Hunter. Um,
Ooh.
just a really good one that I don't rewatch it unless I'm showing somebody the anime. And then if I get like past the first arc, I'm like, well, shit, I may as well rewatch the entire thing.
Now hold on, pause. 90s or the remake?
Remake. I wasn't. I didn't watch it in the '90s, so I didn't even know it existed until somebody brought it up to me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But I see a lot of like the art and like how much darker it was in the '90s, which I give mad respect for because like Killua was just such a more bigger savage than he is in the current one, and I love that about the '90s because like I've seen the scenes where like it kind of edits it in the current version where like when he pulls the guy's heart out, he actually sets his heart in his hand instead of like a baggie. And when he
Yep.
threatens that one of the Nen users, instead of his like nail or whatever, it's like a knife or something. It could be vice versa. Um, but he's just such a bigger monster, and I don't, is it the entire series that they made, or is it just up to a certain arc?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure most of it was original. I don't think they did make it to the
Ant.
uh yeah, they didn't make it to the ant.
Okay. Well, and then I was gonna say for my favorite arc of Hunter x Hunter, it's gonna be the video game. Well, like when they go to like the video game world. That was a lot of fun to watch, mainly
You
because
like that?
I loved that. What are you talking about? It's like the second training arc that they go through, and I like to see how much they grew just from this arc,
I
and then
guess
you
that's
get
fair.
and like you get like dribbles of like what his dad did, and I thought it was so cool that his dad made the entire island. Like in my mind, I'm like that's so fucking cool. Like imagine just having a bunch of friends and we're like we're gonna get a bunch of people. We're gonna put them on an island so they can't fucking leave, and we're gonna make a video game out of it. I just uh, I thought the power behind like of the people in it too. I thought like because that's when the bomb dude gets introduced, right? When like he explains his power and that's how it activates or something like that.
Yeah.
Was that arc? That arc was fun to watch because of how that ended, not because of I thought that guy was a threatening like bad guy. I thought he was the biggest pussy in the entire series. I'm like, dude, this guy is just he's a Bond villain. The man was really like, I'm gonna tell you my plan and then I'm gonna kill you because that's how my power works. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, it was a bit much there. But besides that, I just like to see the power growth in Gon and Killua.
No, that's
And
respectable.
I'm trying to remember what the arc's called, but I can't remember it. Um, and then for my third all-time anime, I'm gonna say Cyberpunk Edgerunners, just because there's probably not gonna
Yeah.
be another season of it, and I just actually got done rewatching it all in like 2 days. That show still makes me third time watching it still makes me cry every single time. I have yet to not cry watching that show, and I
Yeah,
know
no, it's
Angel hasn't finished it, and that's really makes me just want to like look down on him,
oof.
and it just bums me out because it's only 12 episodes, 10 episodes. It's 10 episodes, and they're all 20 minutes long. Like it's such an easy watch because it sucks me in every time. I got to this scene right here, and I was watching it with someone.
Oh,
I got to
yeah.
that scene, and I started crying then. And they were like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing,
Everything,
nothing." Just
everything.
and like halfway through, they were like, "Oh man, is there a second season to this? This is really good." And I'm like, "Yeah, the director's thinking about doing another season. It's just like in the works right now." And then like at the end, I was like, "No, they're not doing another season. They can't do another season. It was a perfect first season. You can't
Yeah.
one up this." And it was just a fantastic watch. I love the character development. I love honestly, if you know nothing about the world, you're just thrown into it. It's like, what's going on in the world? Who cares? We're in Cyber City, baby. We're in Night City. Shit's going down. And it's like, oh, okay. And it just introduces characters one after another. Like, it's just a short, sweet, simple one season anime. Kind of like how not Devilman Crybaby and like Devil Part Timer used to be.
I think the reason why I didn't finish it was because it got spoiled for me, and I don't
Heads
go
up.
into I don't go into anime with like, oh, I know I'm gonna cry, or I know I'm gonna feel some type of way, right? I like the blind feeling, and the fact that that was taken from me, um,
I
really
get that.
ruined it for me. So I
That's
think
how I
I think I
felt.
just stopped.
That's how I felt when reading the manga of Jujutsu Kaisen. It took a lot of the away from me, like the gasp of like, oh no, because the fans for JJK are fucking assholes and spoil everything. Because they'll spoil the leaks of the leaks. They're like, oh, my leak said that this was gonna happen, and then throws it on Instagram immediately. And I'm like, nobody wanted this.
That's
Nobody fucking
oh
wanted
my
this.
fucking god.
It's so scummy, and it makes me want to beat the crap out of that person. It's like nobody asked for this. Why did you have to ruin this?
Um,
And I think that's what kind of ruins that show for me.
I just wanted to do a really quick um fallback, real quick. Um,
Number 4.
Number 4.
Song of the week number 2.
I hate you. Oh,
I'm just fucking.
I know. I realized halfway through that you were fucking around.
Um, but go on, Theo.
What?
Oh,
I haven't even done
yeah,
my.
yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Sorry. Okay. I'll try and keep these a little shorter. Never mind. We're doing fine for time. Um, my 3 current Fire
Ah,
Force.
fuck them. We're fine.
Fire Force is
Not
one of
them.
mine. Yeah.
It's not like Theo has to go after this. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
But like the anime current Fire Force season 3 got announced pretty recently, and I won't say announced, but like they're doing it. It's a thing. It's going to happen, and that gets me excited. I'm starting to read it. I'm still in the anime. I'm also rewatching the anime, and God, I forgot what a good show this is. Like the intro song goes hard every time. Um, the animation for it is is great. The characters themselves hilarious. I love the characters. Um, I think the downside is the amount of fan service. It's not even a downside. It's just that it happens, and it's just blamed on someone. Well, not even like just that character. There's just fan service, and I'm like, that's right. This is like I think I was watching it at work one day while I was on my computer, and somebody was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I went, this is awkward. 99% of the time, this show isn't like this. And
It's like that one moment that mom and dad walk in.
exactly, 1000%. And it's just like, besides that, though, I love that anime. It's such a good, like, such good world building, too. Like, I feel like not a lot of animes do that these days, is
No,
good
they
world building. Which leads me into my second one that has pretty good world building is Shangri-La Frontier. Uh,
Ooh.
they finished
good.
season 1 a little bit ago, which was absolutely terrific. If you want to watch a show where it portrays people who just grind games and mid max the shit out of anything they can. That is such a good show to watch because I feel like it's real. Go ahead. No, what? What are you about to say, Angel? No, it's okay. No, please.
No, go on.
Okay, crazy. Um, but like, it's such a funny show, and I just feel like the way it portrays gamers, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much. I feel pretty accurate. There's also like B stories that are happening here and there that I'm like, I want these to progress so badly just because they're funny. And then like the relationships he builds throughout the game is exactly how I feel like other gamers would talk to each other and act. Where it's like, all right, at the end of the day, yeah, we all make fun of each other, but we're gonna have each other's backs when shit goes down.
Kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless you just steal everyone's loot.
First of all,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Anyways, I don't know if I have a third. Oh, solo leveling. 3, obviously solo leveling. Season 2 picks up in October. I found that out. That got me. That got me excited. That got me semi. I'm so
Semi what?
fucking pumped. What?
Semi what?
Oh, hard.
Our viewers don't understand the inside joke.
Gotcha. I'm driving a semi.
I I didn't realize I didn't realize when you said unless you just steal people's shit was directed towards me because I was a loot goblin in the
Both of you. It was directed to both of you.
No.
Y'all motherfuckers can't be trusted for anything.
No, that's a lie.
You-
It's mainly
No.
me, not Theo.
No.
Yeah,
You
it
haven't
is
played with.
me.
No, it is him.
me.
You
It's
haven't
only
fucking
in
played
Borderlands
Borderlands
2.
with him.
Oh damn.
Man fucking takes
I have
everything.
not.
And then doesn't tell you when he drops the guns. He just goes, "Oh, I dropped the guns back there about 30 minutes ago. Why don't you go get them?" Fuck you, dude. I have to go all the way back there while you're gonna go and continue to loot everything else in front of us? Yeah, you wanted the pistol. Go get it.
To be fair, I really did
wow.
that like 6 times, and we only played together for a solid like 3 hours. And it
Yeah,
was all within those 3 hours.
which is crazy. That's 2 times an hour that I'm like, oh, that's a good torque. Oh, Theo just picked it up. Okay, I guess I won't use that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm so used to speed running Borderlands 2. I'm sorry. I would tell you guys I was trying to get on the top
Sorry.
100 list for speed running the base game of Borderlands 2.
I think so.
That's the only reason why I play like that. I was on the
Oh,
list
also,
until 2017.
whenever we get around to the topic of like biggest like movie flops, Borderlands is gonna be on there for me. I think it's gonna be on all of our lists.
I have not watched it.
Don't even-
We're not doing
I
that
haven't
today
either.
though.
I know. I haven't watched it either because I know it's terrible, and I only hear terrible things about it. But that being said, go ahead, Theo. I know you were about to say something on it.
On what?
Theo's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I thought I heard somebody about to say
But
something.
I
and
will
stop.
say something
Yeah,
him.
like what?
about Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
I just wanted to say the movie where Tapion comes into play was
my fuck
is pretty good. I just wanted to say that, and the fact that they have him as a playable character in Sparkling Zero is lit.
That is kind
All
of
right. so
And oh,
top
dude,
my top movie is gonna be. I'm just gonna keep talking over Angel
It's
because I
gonna
know he's
blow
not
up.
he's not gonna stop. We have to stop it.
I just want this
movie,
game.
Shut the fuck up!
Mute him in his own channel. Mute him in his own channel.
Just disconnect him.
Oh man, it would still
but,
just be me.
I know that would be the sad thing is the recording would just still be Angel, so he could fucking monologue all he wanted.
I would just talk
But-
about Sparkling Zero.
Movie is gonna be my favorite of all time animated movie. I watched it with my brother. It was
Akira.
No, it wasn't Akira.
Oh, okay.
Leave me alone.
It's the fucking. A Silent Voice. That movie was another
That was
movie
good.
that made me cry, and it just had such a good plot where like the kid bullies somebody in the beginning, and then just goes completely shut in when like all of his friends betray him, and then he just becomes antisocial, and like I totally get that. and like the portrayal of watching him go from everybody has X's over their face to like getting them removed is such a redeeming quality. Ah, God, I don't know if I want to like say everything, but it's just such a good movie with a good plot, great character arc, and it made me cry. And like my little
Oh
brother
man,
really
dude.
set me up. He knew it was gonna happen too, and he also cried, but he was like, I just wanted to make you cry. And I was like, I
Damn,
hate you. You're the
what a
worst.
bastard. What a
There's this
bastard.
Honestly.
there's this current anime right now that's called Plus Size Elf. I don't think I
I
ever
did.
want to. I don't think I ever want to watch it.
Why?
I don't know. It just gives me. It just gives me weird vibes.
Are you body shaming elves?
First off, that's
That's
not what's
crazy.
being said whatsoever.
Well, sounds like you're
don't
making
try to
that
don't try to take my words.
presumption.
It
But
sounds like one reason you don't want to watch it because she's plus size.
no,
Yeah.
I just,
What the
it
fuck,
just
man?
feels like a weird. I feel like there's
That
a lot of definition in the
Her gut.
body.
Yeah.
No,
Huh.
It's the whole point.
That
but
being said, my last two movies are just gonna be Studio Ghibli in general. I watched Howl's Moving Castle, Spirit Away, both fantastic movies. I'm trying to watch more of them as time goes on, like in my life, because I know I missed out on them in my childhood, which would have been peak time to watch them. But my parents would have probably gouged out their eyes before watching it because they were not about the anime world. But I'm beginning to start that now, and it's very fun. I really enjoyed Howl's Moving Castle. I did not realize it was Christian Bale's voice, and it
Yeah.
got really funny when he turned into a monster, and it was just Batman talking. And I laughed my ass off so fucking much because I just kept making American Psycho references the entire time, where like she would do something and he was like, "Nice, let's see Paul Allen's card," and like it was such a, oh god, it made me laugh so hard, but it was also just such a fantastic movie. I got to go to a Studio Ghibli store recently. I got to oh, hold on, can you see him? Yeah, that little red on this shelf right here, it's Calcifer, the little flame demon.
We love him, by
um
the way.
Big fan, big fan. Also the voice actor, love that actor. Besides that, I'll end it there. Those are good movies, good shows, good all
Hell
around.
yeah.
I feel like I have a good
I got
pick.
8 minutes to crush mine.
not eight.
Definitely don't. You
You have like
definitely have all
18.
the time you
Yeah,
need.
18, 20 minutes. It doesn't fucking matter.
We can go over a little.
Yeah,
All right.
because I'm gonna talk about something
Speed
else.
run. No, you the
Dragon
fuck
Ball,
you aren't.
Sparkly Zero.
Dragon Ball
Speaking
Sparkling
from the
Zero.
podcast.
Listen,
I
listen.
thought you were gonna say that when you were like, "Oh, there's also this new anime," and I thought you were gonna be like, "Dragon Ball Sparkly Zero."
No,
It's not anime. But it
listen,
is an anime.
listen. I just thought the way that they have it to where Tapion does like a beam sword in like the trailers, it's just so fucking cool. Anyways,
What if I promised you the next podcast episode we could talk all about the roster and the characters?
Cool.
We can do it right after this.
I would rather not.
All you have to do is not mention it. Homie's
I'm locked
homie's
in.
He's locked in. He's
Also,
really gonna try.
Fun fact: I bought
My God.
Howl's Moving Castle.
You know what I bought?
Stop it. Stop it.
No.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, dude, if he said it, I was gonna be like, "And there it goes. That was his chance. Gone."
Gone. He failed already. All right. I'm gonna streamline this. I'm gonna be pretty quick about it. So I'm gonna start kind of at the bottom and work my way up because I feel like we all know what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna start with best anime
don't.
music, period. And that's JoJo's. I think JoJo's best anime music, like JoJo's deserves a top spot because every single season has amazing music. It's orchestral, and it just sets the tone every single time. They don't miss. They do not miss. So best anime music goes to JoJo's. My favorite animated movie of all time is Grave of the Fireflies. I like when my heart
Mm.
gets I was gonna say something wrong. When it gets beat up, yeah, PG.
No, it's okay. You could have said it.
My heart gets fisted.
Heart just gets absolutely fucked.
Yeah, but favorite anime movie is Grave of the Fireflies. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it. I'm gonna go top modern. I'm not gonna limit it to 3 just because I can't. I'm not allowed. Just can't do it. So I'm gonna start off with Doro Hidoro. I think that is amazing. I read it. I read the whole manga. It is very dark. I'm surprised Mappa did the 3D animation that like everyone hates. Because it's drawn so well in the manga. I was so surprised they chose to animate it the way they did. And it's Mappa we're talking about here, so definitely didn't expect it to look like that. Great story though. I really hope to see more on it in the future. I highly doubt Mappa will continue to animate it though.
Real quick, since you said one of your favorite movies is Grave of the Fireflies, is coming to Netflix.
I know.
Just
I
so
know,
you
I
know.
know.
Yeah, just so you know. I will give this a watch. I've never seen it, so.
Okay, I won't say anything about it, so I don't steal that from you.
Oh, thank
They
you.
all die.
Ah, damn it!
Because then I'll never
I'm not
watch
gonna
it.
watch it.
My next one is Delicious in Dungeon. You know, I really enjoyed the concept of this. It was
Started
super
watching
cool.
that.
It was super fun. There wasn't fan service, but there was a lot of comedy. And my soft spot for anime is if you can give me an adventure in the style of D&D and make it funny, you have my attention. And that is exactly what Delicious in Dungeon is. It is damn near D&D with a fuck ton of comedy.
It's
I
imagine.
I love it.
I say that and Goblin Slayer really did a good job on
That's right.
D&D related. Like, it gave you a sense
I
that,
agree.
hey, this was an adventure. Like, this isn't some, like, this is real. Like, people are possibly dying. Like, the animals and beasts around, like, the world are actual monsters. Like,
I was
this
gonna say
isn't,
it actually puts a.
it,
This is dangerous. This isn't just a
yeah,
happy-go-lucky thing.
this is adventuring as an adventurer, right?
Yeah,
This
it's
isn't.
not romanticized.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
basically, just watch episode 1 of Goblin Slayer so you understand.
Or don't.
You could skip
Just watch.
episode 1 if you
I
want,
was
but
gonna say
you're gonna
you
miss a
literally
lot of
could
plot.
skip. You could skip the first episode and then still get the feeling of, oh shit, this is still dangerous. But that really
Not really.
does set the tone.
It does set the tone.
It sets the tone and then never really meets that tone again.
It doesn't.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Next,
say though,
oh,
it's
sorry.
like D&D. A Delicious Dungeon is like D&D if somebody took the cooking feat and then actually went all in on the cooking feat.
That's.
I really want to do that in a campaign that I'm not DMing. I think that should be funny as fuck.
I hope
Well, fair enough.
if the DM's okay with it. I feel like if it is like the food that you cook inside the dungeon gives you like buffs in like some like minor way.
I was gonna say, I
Like,
think a fun way to do it would be to roll like a randomizer, and it's like, hey, there are buffs, and there like you would roll like a proficiency check, and then add your modifiers or whatever, and then based on your roll, you get like, all right, you get so many buffs and so many debuffs, and then you just roll, and that's what you get.
I feel like there should also be a con like a con save as well, because some people are going to be like, this is disgusting, I don't want to eat this, right? So if you roll like a con, like
Well, that's why I think
go on. Yeah,
when they roll their proficiency. So if they roll too low, it's like you have to make a con save, and then if you fail it, then you would get a debuff, where it's like,
Right.
all right, you have exhaustion level 2 now.
Yeah, I
Damn,
can take
that would
that.
suck.
That sounds cool.
It'd be funny though.
yeah.
But yeah, Delicious in Dungeon, it's a good modern one. I really enjoy
Agreed.
it. I'm looking forward to seeing them make more seasons. We are confirmed for a season 2.
Wow, really? That's
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome for us.
Awesome for us. Next one, Mob Psycho. Now I put this under modern, even though it could kind of just be all time, or it could be a little bit older. But they did just do the final season recently. Mob Psycho. I don't know how to explain it. It's the perfect main character is stronger than everybody. and doesn't know it. And I think that's why I enjoy Mob Psycho so much. I love overpowered main characters.
I parry everything would be great for you.
Well, yeah, no. It's on my list. It's on my list because I know that information.
Another one you might enjoy is Wistoria Wand and Sword.
I have that on my list as well.
Dude, I've been watching it. It's been great, but go on.
But yeah, Mob Psycho, I love it. I think my favorite part about it is because I truly believe in my heart of hearts that I'm just a little kid with autism. And I know Mob is a little kid with autism. So I relate to him in so many different ways. But like I don't have magical powers and that fucking sucks. So it's like we're the same, but like he's better. I'll move on. So Wyatt, you mentioned Fire Force. I have it in here as well as one of my favorites of new. It's so good, man. It's so good. And I haven't finished the manga yet, but I'm close.
Dude,
It's so good.
This is why I'm rewatching it purely for the scene. I can't think of the dude's name, but like
I should
in
watch
like
it
it's
again.
like old school Kyoto, and like they all have
Kanemaru.
mops. Yeah, that scene where the dude takes him up to the sky, that scene goes so fucking hard with the sound. Like it gives me goosebumps every time I watch that scene. It's
The
just
sound quality of Fire Force with all the fire and different moves they use, top quality
man.
audio. Top quality audio.
Up until recently, Shinra was my mold for Solaire in our campaign. Uh,
Yeah.
we'll get into that one whenever we do D&D Part 3 and 4.
I thought it was
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot farther in Fire Force, but I am not. I am only at episode 21. I thought I was like at the end of season 2, but I guess I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to push.
I know.
Dude,
Sorry.
you know what's crazy? There's like 300 chapters of that manga out, and like each chapter is about one episode,
Yep.
which
So
is
put that
nuts
in
to me.
perspective.
I
From
think
Burke.
there's like 40, yeah, nuts from Burke. I think there's like 40 something episodes, maybe more. I haven't looked, but that's not even a quarter of what the manga is. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, why
So
are
the
we
question
not?
is, are they gonna stay the same with the same style of one volume as one episode, or are they gonna kind of start condensing it where one episode is gonna be
It,
like, or 3 episodes will be one volume?
yeah, because it bums me out if they did it that way, but I'd understand. There's just so much. And they could do a One Piece style where it's like, hey, this show's gonna be on for a hot minute, man. But like I just don't foresee that happening, and I
I
feel
don't
like they're gonna
either.
take the quick route, and they're like, we're just gonna take 3 episodes and pack them, or like 3 volumes and put them into one. And I know they're gonna lose a lot of like continuity for that, but I get it. I understand why they would do it.
No, I do too. I honestly, if the writer, if they didn't finish the manga and push it all out when they did, I feel like it really could have gotten milked better.
Absolutely.
I just want
And the
to
fact,
appreciate you guys real quick for none of you saying Attack on Titan.
No, I won't say that
dude,
bullshit. You know why? You know why? I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Pause on my favorites real quick. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on Attack on Titan. How dare you? How dare you say final season and then break it into 3 movies?
yep.
Fuck you. That shit pissed me off so bad because every time they drop the next season's out, it's the final season, part 1. No, this part 1, part 2 shit, you are limited to doing that once, and you did it in season 1. You make 2 parts to season 1. That's it. And at the end of the day, it was just a cash grab.
Yeah.
So much filler for cash, and it won. And so many people put that as top tier anime, and I actually rate it lower because of that. I don't give a fuck about the story. You fluffed it up so much
You know what's
because you just wanted money.
you know what sucks? They're about to do that exact same thing with Demon Slayer.
I know. I know. But I have my opinion on
100%.
Demon Slayer as well.
But I was gonna say, I know you feel differently about that, but I'm more appreciative that Demon Slayer is very upfront about what they're doing. They're not giving us final season, and then they tell us
Yeah.
it's 3 movies.
No, you're right.
They're
I
like
will give you that.
they are being upfront about being like, hey, it's going to be 3 movies. This is how it's gonna go. 2 or 3, I can't remember, but it definitely said part 1 is gonna be like, it's at the end of the most recent season,
Yeah.
but I'm glad they are being upfront about it. I lost so much hype for Attack on Titan because of the way they did it, and like someone's like, dude, the final episode's coming out, and I'm like,
I don't care.
dude, that should have came out like a year ago. I honestly don't care anymore. Like, somebody could be like, dude, there's like a 30-minute sex scene with Mikasa, and I've been like, cool, man. I don't care. It's
I'll
good for
just
you.
go to the hub for that. I don't give a
Yeah, I
fuck.
was about to say,
It's on the hub already.
dude. There's Rule 34 already, man. Like, I don't need to wait for this movie.
Oh, you use that website too, huh? Crazy. Which one? Red or green?
Stop. Continue.
Fair enough.
Continue with your favorite anime, goddammit. They could be talking about in a different topic.
Oh,
We're here to rate
all right,
our
Mr.
most
Sparkling
favorite
Zero.
Rule 34 videos.
Oh man.
We could
Overwatch.
actually. First of all,
Dude, there's
FM
just so
Overwatch.
much. There's
FMV.
just so much.
Dude. Dude. Okay, really quick. Game Grumps.
You got 12 seconds.
Game Grumps did a thing where they're like, I wonder if we could look up the relevancy of a game of how much Rule 34 there is of it. And I started laughing because I'm like, that's such an accurate way to depict how popular a game is.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh,
All right.
dude.
12
Overwatch
seconds
is still
out.
number 1, by the way.
Speaking of Game
Followed by
Grumps.
League of Legends, oddly enough.
Speaking of Game
Oh,
Grumps.
yeah, actually true.
They dropped a Star Mom song.
Another one?
Yeah.
Or Song of
and-
the Week.
Not a song of the week. I didn't like it, but I thought it had comedic relief.
Well, it's
I'm about to
Starbomb,
give you
man.
some comedic relief after I finish.
Heyo.
Go on. Sorry.
I hope you're ready.
I hope you're prepared.
I stopped talking about Dragon Ball. I hope
It's
You
fair.
did.
That-
In fact,
that is
I talked
fair.
about it.
But he did talk about it, so now we can't do another episode.
God,
Damn. All right.
that's
Yeah,
not
you
fair. That's not fair.
All right. Next one is One Piece. Or not One Piece. My bad. My bad.
I
One
was
Punch.
so confused. I was like, what the fuck?
One
for
Piece.
top modern, One Punch Man. I think One Punch Man is once again, it's the same concept as Mob Psycho.
Season 3's
Perfect.
coming out soon.
Isn't it the same universe?
They are the same universe.
Yeah.
Dude,
Um,
no way.
Yes.
Really?
Mob Psycho takes place, I think, like 100 years in the future.
That's so
Something
cool.
like that.
That's so cool.
I don't know for sure because no one's confirmed like at what time period which one was at, but there are characters in One Punch that you can see in Mob Psycho, and One Punch Man is the background of the older guy that hangs out with Mob. That's like his trainer, I guess you could say, quote unquote. One Punch Man's the background of his phone.
Nice.
So,
Um,
and then last one for Top Modern is Spy X Family. And this one's going to take my number 1 spot for Top Modern. I
That's
think
fair.
this is the perfect level of slice of life meets adventure meets comedy. It's
I
such a
agree.
great blend.
you really had your mouth open, and I was waiting for you to say
I
something.
stopped
You just
too.
said nothing.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say
I'm
something
sorry.
too.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go on.
I was gonna say, I recently started watching that again because it's on Netflix, and I have Netflix again now. So
Okay.
I was watching it, and I was like, I forgot how funny this show was. Like at first, I started watching it in English, and I was like, this isn't great. They're
Doesn't
good at
slap.
voice actors. They're good voice actors, but
Yep.
yeah, you are correct. It doesn't slap as hard as subbed, and
Yep.
it was so funny to me. I lost my shit. Like, I'm rewatching it, and they're just going to the college, and the fucking professor that just like, so elegant. It gets me every fucking time, dude. It makes me laugh so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Ah,
I just
Sounds
want to
good.
do a quick or not a recommendation, but like kind of like a shout out. Oshi
Is
no
it
Ko.
Sparkling Zero?
No, it's not. It's not. The anime Oshi no Ko. It's like a thriller. It's like a thriller anime and stuff like that, to where the main character is pretty much just trying to figure out who murdered his mother and stuff. I generally enjoy it. Season 2 just finished. I loved every single episode. It has always been such a oh, what's going to happen next anime. So if you guys haven't watched that, I would recommend it. First episode of season 1 is like an hour and something long.
Damn. I
So it's
like
a
that.
movie right off the get.
Yeah,
But I
and
like when shows do that.
it got me crying like the first episode. I was like, man, I'm
There
invested.
it is.
I'm invested.
You took that feeling of blindness away from me. Now I'm not gonna watch it.
Ah, shit.
So thanks for ruining it, man.
Ruined the whole show.
Hey, man.
All right, let me.
Just cost
I'm gonna
like
go
2
through these
watches.
kind of quick. I'm gonna give you my top
Oh,
all
no.
time.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
I'm so
I'm gonna,
sorry.
I'm gonna start at the
Go
bottom,
on.
work my
Yeah.
way up.
Yeah, go on.
So I got Dororo. If you
That's a
haven't
good one.
watched Dororo, that is top tier. Top tier.
have you
I'll
seen
give you the quick
Dororo?
premise.
We're not gonna get through any of this.
Dororo is basically about a Japanese man, feudal lord of a land. It makes a deal with demons to essentially keep his land fruitful and prosper, and he keeps in control of it. And what he trades is his newborn son's like skin, eyes, tongue,
Organs.
limbs. He trades everything of his son, and then he sees what's left isn't dead. It's just this like husk of a monster. And so he like essentially throws it away. And some man finds it and keeps it as his own. And the whole premise of the show is Dororo, which is not his name, by the way. John Dororo decides he's going to go through and get all of his parts back. And the way to get his parts back is to kill those demons that his father made a deal with. And once he kills them, he gets that part or thing back. Very enjoyable, cool revenge plot, and it has a really weird aspect of I don't want to say like romance, but kind of, which is super weird when you see the age difference of the characters. But I'm gonna move on. That one's top tier. That one's great. Next
Agreed.
one, top all time, Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't give a shit what you're gonna say.
Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh is amazing. It has all the memes. It has all the content. It established a card game. I loved it. I love it because there's so many cool concepts behind Yu-Gi-Oh. And I think my favorite concept is obviously the Yu-Gi-Oh card game has real rules, but Yu-Gi-Oh in the show has different rules. And if you didn't know, you just kind of make them up. So, like, for instance, the reason they say Heart of the Cards all the time is because, like, whatever they pull, they want to be able to pull it and make it make sense. So, like, there's no words on the card Karibo. Yugi can just draw it and say, Karibo multiplies if I put it in defense mode by 10, and I can block however much. You just make up whatever the fuck you want. I'm so serious. Look up
love
the
that.
rules of Yu-Gi-Oh in Yu-Gi-Oh, and you will see that they just make this shit up.
I feel like I feel like I knew you were going to say Yu-Gi-Oh because of the Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links. I think we mentioned it a handful of times.
Bad.
Yeah, and you were always like, dude, I'll fuck all you guys up. I don't care.
I have such a gross deck. It's gross.
Like,
My deck.
oh yeah, we have talked about it because I talked about like the dude that who went to the tournament and he just had Pot of Greed, which is like an illegal card to use, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we'll just start over. Like, just don't use that card." And he's like, "All right," and like they start over and he plays it again. It's another Pot of Greed, and he's like, "All right, I'm getting the manager," and like he keeps playing Pot of Greed, and the guy's like, "Oh, I see what's going on here. This game's over," and he's like, "Couldn't agree more," and he plays like all 5 pieces of Exodia. It's fucking nuts.
That's just wild. From Burke.
From Burke.
The meme.
Uh,
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Oh, you were gonna say something funny.
It was the meme. You guys
was.
ever seen the meme to where he's this guy's playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and he like starts a battle, and the dude pulls like all pieces of Exodia like the first turn, and he goes like, "What?"
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah, I have seen that. Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna get in here and destroy this guy. All right, pot of greed, nice. Okay, another pot of greed, nice. Exodia.
What? Dude, just the what is just
Uh,
like, oh man.
Oh
Yeah,
man. All right,
go on.
next one I got is Rurouni Kenshin. I think the reason I'm putting Rurouni Kenshin in top of all time is because Rurouni Kenshin does this thing that I don't think any other anime does, and that's they make you. Well, I should say any other anime does. My bad. One of the first ones to do this. They make you feel bad for the villain. Like you hate this guy from the very beginning, and then the moment the hero challenges him and they start fighting and you start learning more about the villain, you're like, I don't want this fight anymore. I want them to like be happy and go their separate ways, but like it's not possible. Because the whole premise of the villain in Rurouni Kenshin is only the strongest will survive. And he's dead set on challenging and fighting anyone that doesn't believe in that. And of course, Rurouni Kenshin, the main character, used to be like that, but he is no longer, which is why he that reverse sword and doesn't kill anybody anymore. So it's a cool concept. If you've never seen it, it's a must. Next one I got is original Trigun. I stand by on this anime 10 toes down. Trigun is probably one of the best action to comedy to adventure to drama to romance.
Oh.
It is so balanced. Only downside, there's a little bit too much filler, but all the filler episodes are good. The story itself is one of my favorite stories in anime. Period. Like, as far as being written, the story of this is one of my favorites ever. Um, Next on my top of all time is Gintama. If you've never seen Gintama, you're a piece of shit. I say that because
Okay.
Gintama is the funniest anime ever. If you like to laugh, you have to watch Gintama. You have to. At least one episode.
It's one of
It doesn't
those.
matter.
There when we watched
Yeah,
it.
it was one of those animes, or Gintama is one of those animes to where it just doesn't care
Nope.
how funny or silly it is. It's just, hey, we're here to have a good time type anime.
Yep. And I love that. I love that concept. If I need like a good refresher or a good like palate cleanser, I'll throw in a few episodes of Gintama, and every single time they hit.
That's valid.
And my last
Right.
one of top of all time is Helsing.
I thought you were gonna say that. I was surprised you didn't say it sooner though.
Helsing is so good. Original, not the new one, or well, the second version, Ultimate. Ultimate was kind of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. People liked it, and you're allowed to like it, but the original is where it's at. It was so good. It was so good. It shouldn't have been that good.
I think I watched a couple episodes and then like I got sidetracked by something else.
It was abridged,
It
wasn't it?
was
You watched abridged.
no.
Dragon
Helsing Abridged is
Ball
also really good.
Abridged
You
is
get-
hilarious. Anyways,
Oof.
go on.
And then my last is the number one anime of all, and it's Berserk. And I'm not saying that streamline. I'm not saying that because I'm a bandwagoner. I'm gonna tell you right now, I was scarred in 1997 when I watched The Eclipse. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm one of those gatekeeper fans for Berserk, where like all these new people keep on coming to Berserk because Mira died. No one really cared about Berserk until Mira died, and that's so sad, man. Because this anime is so good. So like, I'm glad it's getting the attention it's getting, but it felt really good to have like my favorite anime be like a top tier, super niche, super like unknown. It feels good to like things not a lot of people have seen. And now it's like almost mainstream. So, and you know how I feel about mainstream shit.
Yeah. like pretty much my entire list.
Damn, but that's all I got. I'm sorry, I went a little long, but I couldn't narrow it down more than that.
It's fine.
Nonsense. I'm just proud that I am one of the few people who can claim. I won't say few, but I am one of the people that can claim they have read all of Berserk now.
Hell yeah, man.
I've never
What's your
started
favorite
it.
chapter? Is it the chapter with the Sir Schnoz, by chance?
Sure. Yes, I have seen King Schnoz.
Oh, good. For those of you that don't know, figure it out.
Yeah.
Angel.
Call out.
Hey man, I'm not doing anything. I think that's a good place to wrap it up, right, guys?
Oh yeah, I mean we've talked. We went over everyone's lists. I think yeah. Did you say a movie? Oh yeah, you started with Valley of the Fireflies, Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, Angel, take it away.
Sparkling Zero.
I really was about to do it.
I
You
know,
took
I
it
know.
away.
I did.
Yeah, he felt the winds a changing.
I could see it in your fucking brain, dude. For those of you who are not watching the video format of this podcast, just know Angel was like vibrating in his seat, smiling, and staring at the screen. I knew it was coming. I was ready to clap back, but instead I acted first. The best defense.
Oh, that's so
is a great
unfortunate.
offense.
It's a good defense.
That's so unfortunate. Yeah, really excited.
Yeah.
All around.
As Sun Tzu once said, stay strapped and then get clapped.
Oh. And get clapped?
Yeah.
So why am I staying strapped if I'm just gonna get clapped?
You know why.
Okay. That being said,
thank you everybody for
being said.
listening in. Don't be afraid to check out our other content. Wyatt, got anything for the folks?
that being said,
Theo,
Yeah.
got anything for the folks?
Yeah. So basically what I want to say.
That's great. We'll catch you in the next episode of the Bucket List,
see y'all
produced by
later.
the
Love y'all.
Bucket Brigade.